we're gonna go into it. We got a couple things we want to talk about. I want to read this article that CNN did. I really should have given it to you, to Sharice, so that you could have known what was on it. It was so good. It was so detailed. You can tell that whoever did this really actually cared, and they weren't just running around for the sake of writing the article. Like it wasn't just ChatGPT. They actually talked to people. So I want to read that. But before we get into that and get into all of it, the night is young. What did you have to have on your list you wanted to talk about? Hey.
Oh, girl, let's see, child. Let me pull my
thing up. I know we it's still early. Hi, Women of Justice.
Let me pull this thing up. The first one I wanted to talk about was
Miss Diva.
Jeannie Mai, the one who was married to Jeezy.
Yeah.
She is now taking some more heat again because she's saying that she would have thought more about who she had a baby with. Because now she realizes that she's going to have to deal with this dude for the next 19 years at least by co-parenting. And she's regretting it.
Hi, June. Women of Justice, thank you, baby. Yeah, so now she feel the kind of way. Because that ain't how it worked, though.
Huh?
That ain't how it worked.
No. But it brings the question is, you got to be very careful when you're dating folks. My mother used to say that all the time. Like, if you don't think you can have no kids with them, don't even waste your time, because
your mama used to say that all the time.
Back when I was 18, 19 years old.
Mama, some people be lying. My mom used to say all the time.
Back then, she used to say it all the time. She said that. She said it. She said something else too. I don't want to say it.
Back then when you were a teenager, I know she wasn't thinking that was going to be a problem when you were adult.
No, definitely not. Back when I was a teenager, she said that, and so it's the truth. But you remember you brought up to me how she was under fire before for talking about she liked dark skin, or she liked dark skinned black guys.
Yeah. So what it quote, if you can, for the most part, what it is that she said, because in a roundabout way, she went on and said something about, you tell them.
I got it on here. I'm gonna play it for you.
Okay, play it for us.
Let me see. Let me turn my.
So tonight we're talking about our quick topics, and then we're going to read this Brenay article, and we're going to look at, it's a video that I want y'all to see that is really putting stuff into perspective about Brenay and Tim. Again, I did not know she was going to be the bulk of our conversation today. Yeah. But after this article, and then after looking at some videos, yeah. So tap the screen, babies. Please don't let us fall out of the leagues. Don't let us fall out of the leagues, baby.
All right, I got it. Here you go. She said dark meat on the side, white meat. Dark meat on the side, white meat main. Can you see it?
Yep.
What do you mean dark meat on the side? No, I'm not. I'm saying, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
What do you mean dark meat on the side?
That's me.
You know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
No, we don't.
I'm just saying, when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
Right, you like your main man to be white and your side
So according to an old interview that Jeezy did, he claims that Jeannie did bring up this incident to him, letting him know that it was taken out of context. You should watch the whole conversation. I'm not sure what was taken out of context, Jeannie, but it also says to me, did you not learn anything from that moment? You didn't just own it? So former dates...
It's bad. So she's already been... And this was back then. So you didn't have no kids and all that stuff. Now you got them. Now you got a baby with him. Now you regretting it and talking about 19 years. That's stuff that should be going into your thought process before you actually had it.
She fetishized the man. June Jim said that was so weird when she said that. Very cringy. Mm-hmm. Woman of Justice said she lost her virginity to one and he broke her heart, so she stopped effing with them. But that ain't how it worked.
That's not how it worked, baby.
And it was that's why it stood out in my mind, because just like I remember her saying an article or doing a story a while ago saying that men would fetishize Asian. Right. Mm-hmm. So for you to do the other side of it, saying that you like black men, but in other words, it sounded like to me she said I like black men, but I wouldn't marry one, child.
Yes, but then she did. And then now she regretting it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a flash go.
Hey.
Y'all can help me get my flash go. That'll be good. That'll be good. Okay. I got one that I want to talk about before we get into the Brenay article and all of that and read that and go in detail. I want to talk about, thank you, June Jim. You always coming through for me, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to, okay, guys. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to say this. Play this. Because I'm pushing the boundaries. But I really want to. Let me get it. Okay. So this woman found out, was dating this guy, and they had a small family at the time. It was him, his teenage daughter, her, and they had an 8-month-old. And I'm gonna show you what she looked like in a minute.
Okay.
Now thank you, baby. Thank you, Tatted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, honey. Hey, KD. Did KD slide in here? Hey, baby. You ain't missed nothing yet, KD. We just started talking. We're gonna save the bulk, the Brenay and stuff to last, honey. I'm glad I read the article.
Liking it live.
Thank you for liking it live, baby. Hi, Soraya. Thank you for liking it live, baby. So they have a small family. It was her, their 8-month-old, her boyfriend, and his teenage daughter. And they was living together, and she really loved the daughter, and they were close and everything. So one day she came over there, and the daughter was pretty much hardly didn't have anything on. So she was like, "What's going on with that? You know, you need to tell her to put some clothes on, and it's not appropriate as the father being around here." So that went past. Child, one day she came home, and he was in the bed with her, and their 8-month-old was next to him. She got it going off. Thank you, baby woman. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She got the going off and was like, "You PDF," and all of that kind of stuff, and got the going off, right? The girl gonna say, first of all, stop being loud and wrong. I'm not his daughter. Oh, I'm his girlfriend. You need to finally tell her. So they have been together all this time. I'm gonna see if I can play a little bit.
Oh my God.
They have been together all this
He brought
time.
that joint in there and said that was his daughter, and it was not.
Stop being loud and wrong.
Oh,
I'm sick of it. First of all,
oh my God.
I'm not his
Daughter.
I'm his girlfriend. I'm gonna let y'all see what it looks like. I'm gonna play what I can and then try to whatever. But here you go, child.
You gotta be kidding me.
My boyfriend's daughter was really his side chick. They've been fucking around for a year before I even came in the picture. Greg
You know I love me a good controversy story.
likes me about her age. He got a teenage daughter. The whole time this whole pushing 30. Now I always thought she was rough looking to be a teen, but I didn't want to be mean. Then on top of that, I found them in my
I'm just
bed.
making sure I can pause it because she goes off.
Say something spicy.
Please like the live, baby. Thank y'all for liking the
Coming in,
live.
please like the live. We appreciate it.
And having sex with my baby right next to them. My baby is 8 months old, mind you. Let me give you the whole rundown.
Oh Lord.
I love this little bitch. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I loved her. We was so close. I treated her like she was the daughter. We went on girl dates. I kept her hair done, kept her in fly shit. Anything I brought in too, for me and my stepdaughter. I really grew to love her. I was dating a man for 3 years, mind you. She's been around living in the same house, playing that. Oh my God, this shit is sick. Living in the same house as us, acting like
It is sick, Soraya.
Yo,
and daughter. They really playing this fucking game.
I ain't never heard of this.
And now that I think about it, I'm probably is a little dumb because it was this time, y'all. I come home from work, she in the kitchen with her pennies on, ass out, he in the living room, feet kicked up watching the game. As she's cooking dinner, it was like I was a guest coming inside of their house.
Hey, June Jim.
Why your daughter don't got no clothes on? He tried to act fake confused, like he didn't notice it and made her get dressed. I overlooked that shit, but now I wish I didn't, not gonna lie. Anyways, y'all, my shit was going missing around the house. And to know me is to know I hate when people touch my shit. Like, I go crazy. Don't touch my stuff. So I brought cameras to set up around my house. And I've been watching, but they didn't know. Why would I let them know? If I'm trying to catch a thief, why would I say, hey, it's cameras in my house? No, I'm going to catch y'all like the fuck. But what I seen was fire from a thief. Girl, while I'm at work watching the camera.
And that's it. And that's what it stops right there.
And that's
She
as much
get
as
real
you can
ratchet.
get.
She came
Right.
in the house and, I'm sorry, looking at the cameras and saw them doing whatever with the baby in the bed. The baby was asleep at first. And then when they came back, when she ended up making her way there, the baby was up and they were still at it. I don't know how long it took to get at the house.
Lord.
What would y'all have done?
I think I would have. Okay, I probably would have snapped because I would have been thinking that's his daughter and it's a
That's what she
teenage.
said.
And
That's why the girl
he's advantage
said,
of her.
first of all, you loud and wrong. That's why she corrected that quick. So thank God that wasn't the case. She was a grown woman. She said she was looking a little strong in the face. But yeah, she was thinking that too. Go ahead.
Okay, because so then now I gotta get myself together for what's really happening, because for 3 years I thought this was his teenage daughter who I have built a bond with, who has been living with me as his his teenage daughter. So I may have snapped, but I don't think so. I think I would have just walked out.
I probably would have snapped.
Too.
I probably would have snapped.
I think my emotions would be up and down all over the place.
Yeah, I think I'm a snap. I think I'm a snap, and I hope I'm not going to do a full-fledged snap. And the reason why I say I think I would snap because you don't think you can't. Your mind goes to all the stuff you did,
Yes.
all the stuff how you treated them, how your heart is broke. Thank you, woman. All of that stuff, your mind goes to that.
For liking the lie. Oh my God.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to be cool with it. I think I'm a snap, and then what version of snap will depend on where. If I'm in my 20s, it's
You tearing the house up.
oh yeah, I'm
You
tearing the house up.
It's tornado
30s,
toy.
I'm tearing the house up, but I'm also thinking of a plan for some later shit. You know, I like to do part twos. In my 50s, I probably wouldn't even have them in there. I would have been, when I was in foster care, and I was nowhere near this. When I was in foster care, I just had thank you, real pink baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I was in foster care, they would the women used to be mad just by looking at me. I had a big butt and that kind of stuff. Thank you, real pink. I appreciate you, baby. I had a big butt, but I wore stuff that was, I couldn't hide it.
Mm-hmm.
The women would take one look at me and say, no, she got to find another foster home.
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying that to
Real pink. Hey.
I'm saying it to say that if she's doing that, and if I had a conversation with her and she still kept doing that, she got to go.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would have allowed that. I don't know. And that's the terrible part about it is her mother involved? Because you can't throw her out if her mother involved. She would have to have something that wouldn't feel right. I think I would pick up on it.
But she 30.
She didn't know she was 30. She said
Right.
she was 7 years old. She didn't know that.
Oh,
She said
so
she
you're
was
okay. I got it. I'm sorry. I'm confused. So you're coming. Thank you, real pink boy. I appreciate you so much. You're coming from the stance of before all of the melee went down. This is my daughter, and she got to move in with us.
She had been living with them that whole time.
We're her mama.
Yeah, she been living with them that whole time.
Okay.
And now we know. So you snap. Like I think it would be a problem.
Yeah.
What you say? Make sure I don't miss no comments. Red flags, Miss Diva say. In the future, let me see. Hey babies. I'll make sure I don't miss nothing. Sound like a TV version of the movie Orphan. Ooh, Orphan was good. I like that. She was definitely strong in the face, wasn't she?
Hey, Ash, thank you.
She was definitely.
Oh, I remember that.
Tap the screens, baby. Tap the screens.
What's crazy is that's something I have never heard of before, but that's very good. Like a plot twist. I have never heard, like you've heard of some schemes and some cheating and some, but the say from the onset, like y'all been set that up.
And
from
then
the
she went.
it's my daughter. And she
That's
coming
what I'm
and
saying.
saying
Where the mother at? It'd be like it's an adult version of
Where
where
the
the
mother
mother at? Where the role models at? She would be.
Thank you, real
She would be
people. I
living with her
appreciate
mother.
that. Advocating me. I'm gonna get my flash goals. She said, I need one more rose.
Okay, help
Thank
me
you
out,
so
baby.
much.
Get the flash go. Okay, so that was my story. Any other story before we read it? I'm going to read the Brenay article, but I also want to show y'all a video because I I'm delving deep into what I think is going on right now with them, and I saw a video that they put up the other day that had me really start thinking about some stuff. So you had something else you want to talk
Girl,
about?
I got something, but it ain't. I say let's get into this. The one I got was about the lady. I know y'all heard about it, or maybe not. But I just saw it today. Actually, saw it yesterday.
Okay.
But it went live a lot of places, went viral today about the lady that got pew by her boyfriend 10 times in Georgia.
We're gonna need a lot of. We're gonna need to get at the proper time, so we can talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah,
Give it its proper due.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll play the video for you.
Okay, baby. So look. So
Thank
there
you, Ro.
finally was an article worthy of what has been happening in this Brenay, Tim, Akira, and Devin case. Again, we gotta say Devin. Devin doesn't get his due. Hey, check, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. My son gone, so I'm gonna step away and grieve. Okay, baby. And I'm not even sure. I'm gonna be thinking of you, honey. I'm not even sure what time we're gonna get on. We may either do 2 tomorrow, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't know about 2 for me because I'm probably being the thicker cooking. Hi, Soraya. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
tomorrow
So
Thanksgiving.
much,
I say 7. I say 7 or 8.
Okay,
That's
we'll
so
come through. If not, just to say Thanksgiving with y'all and kick it for a little while. Thank you, June Jim.
Shawnee, yes, that's my
you.
spouse.
Okay,
Shawnee said, "Are y'all related or a couple? Y'all always matching." Yes, that is my spouse.
What y'all got going on?
You stupid.
Are y'all dating? Or what's going on?
Are you dating?
That's my
spouse, Shawnee.
I want to know what's going on.
I
Here.
appreciate it. I got
I'm
my goals.
I appreciate it.
Y'all got me through my goals.
I'm just gonna
Beautiful
ask.
ladies. Thank you, Shawnee. She said beautiful ladies.
I'm just going to ask. Shit, the rest of y'all faking. Okay, so with this article, it finally gave detail because I saw a few articles like the North Carolina Tribune and all them kind of craziness. Yeah. You know, they would brush over it. You could tell they just grabbed the TikTok headlines and then roll with it. But this article went deep. So I'm gonna read this article. Please tap, babies.
Keep me in y'all. Tap.
Keep me in C5, but now I want to stay there. Y'all put me there. I want to stay there. So please continue to tap the screen and comment. Okay, so we're gonna break this up as I read along. Okay. This is a
baby
influencer's affair with a married man cost her $1.75 million in court. Other influencers couldn't stay away. Now, I don't know what they mean by that.
They couldn't stay away. What that mean? Oh, because everybody was down there. Everybody came.
Okay, so it says strangers rallied behind Akira when she took on a woman in court whom she had believed was one of her closest friends. Mm-hmm. So it says Monica was 27. She got the mother of 2, and she won $1.75 million, which we all know, this month against Brenay's ass. After accusing Kennard of having an affair and Montague's now former husband, Timmy with the hips, a North Carolina jury found Kennard liable for alienation and criminal conversion, which we know from our friend that the criminal conversion don't really mean criminal. I don't know why they didn't take that word.
It's literally, the definition literally means sleeping with the spouse, but it sounds like it's more detailed than that.
Exactly. Pink says, I thought so, never knew. I said the chemistry bomb. Lord, what I miss?
Oh, I think she's talking about that's because we spouses.
Oh yeah, we known each other for 27 years. Right. Well, how many years?
We've been together 23. We've known each other 25. We've been together 23.
Okay. Yeah, that amount. So, so this is for the breaking up or whatever. Akira's supporters celebrated the verdict in courtroom, with some of them in tears as the plaintiff embraced the influencer Regina Terry, who posts as Black Goddess. Y'all, her name is Regina. Did y'all know that?
Oh my God, no, I didn't know that.
That's dope.
Thank you, Ro. I did not know that. I did not know her. I don't know any of their real names. Is Barbie real name Barbie? No.
Nope. You didn't know social? Nope. Okay. So it says Akira Montague's supporters celebrated the verdict in the courtroom, with some of them in tears. Now, Black Goddess, she
deserved that. She deserved that.
I was on Reddit, and I used to be on Reddit, and I'm still on Reddit. I love Reddit. As a filmmaker, writer, it's so much stuff over there. I'm on Reddit, and they would say little things within the Brenay's sub Reddit since closed down. I heard Brenay say it before. Oh, okay. Yeah, because she tried to be funny. Like, Regina, I know who you are. But I used to be in this subreddit and be hanging out in this subreddit. Mm-hmm. And in this subreddit, they used to drag Black Goddess. They said she was doing too much. She needed to calm down, all that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would come in there and comment and be like, y'all, I know it's a lot, but are y'all seeing the details? Brenay's over there wearing same wigs and wearing the same hairstyles as Akira. She's doing too much. Are y'all seeing what she did? Yo, they would downvote me. So I don't know if you go to Reddit, but if you go to Reddit, you get upvoted. You come in with like 1 or 2 upvotes. But if people keep downvoting you, you'll be -5 or -15. Like it can get real ugly, and it takes away from your good karma.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, does it mean you get kicked out or something?
I mean, you get kicked out, but now your post look dumb, so your comment is dumb. So short of deleting it, it's embarrassing. Every time I would do that, they would downvote me. Nobody liked black artists. Ironically enough, though, once she was over there in the courtroom, then all of a sudden, now she's all the rage.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something? Because she right there, and they saw the reaction that Akira had for her.
You, baby.
You know what I mean?
Say it
like
again.
The one time they saw the reaction that Akira gave to her. So like when the one time she was reporting live on the outside of the courtroom, and Akira just walked by and popped in her live. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So all of that gave her validation. So now, you know what I'm saying? Now they like, oh.
I mean, make sure
Thank you, real quick. I appreciate you.
Brenay said, love that.
Thank you, Shawnee.
Any of us give our real name. Let me see. Thank you, Social Butterfly Baby, for the roses. Thank you.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, they dozed BG real name a while ago. Yes, they did.
Oh, they did.
She has her own style, but she stayed on that case. Yeah, June, that's a great point. For a black artist.
Thank you, E-Baby.
First of all, she didn't really say that she was a journalist. That got put on her because she was following this case up so much. She didn't really say she was a journalist. Thank you, LMC, for the daily heart me, and Brittany. Thank you, baby. She never said she was a journalist. She just happened to be really in love with this case because of how badly they was doing her. Ooh, the case and all of that. Thank y'all, babies. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That keeps me up in my C5 because they try to take my C5 away.
Don't let them take your C5.
Don't let them take my C5. So she never said that. Now her technique is more emotional, whereas Barbie is good for facts, and then she's gonna read your ass.
Okay.
Like, she was such a different person because Barbie she's a fighter. So she'll come in, like, if you talk about something, she'll come in and if you deserve it.
Pink Bowl, appreciate
but when it comes to the
thank you
court case and what was going on, our girl was on point. Ooh. Thank you, June. Ooh, I love that.
Beautiful.
She was on point. Like, she just knew. She was just giving us all the facts. Whereas black artists, that's why Nosy got involved. Because she didn't like her style. So to your point, we know her. To love her is to know her. Thank you, Brittany, baby. Thank you.
Real Pink, I appreciate you so much.
Mind you, BG says she used to be Brenay's supporter when she did the that's what I'm going to tell y'all. MP, thank you for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. New age journalism. That's what I want to tell you. Oh my God, I could grab your head and kiss it, MP, because I've been trying to get this point out. Y'all, Brenay lost an amazing support group. I'm going to tell you, I have been on social media. And been involved with different groups for so long because I'm a writer. And I started one of the first ever street clubs for our publishing company, where we had, we just took the internet by storm the one time. So I'm used to working and dealing with people on social media. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I know different subsets, like the gamers, like them guys.
Yeah, buddy.
The Bible thumpers.
Pink, we here.
The Christian real hardcore lovers. This Brenay group,
you too.
She literally had such a group of supportive black women supporting her, and for them to turn on her because they number one was hurt what she was doing. I'm seeing that with y'all. I'm seeing because there's a lot of people that are support us and even support my posts and stuff like that. That once supported her. A good group of women.
Thank you,
She
LMCW.
lost. Like,
Yeah.
she had a gem find because, first of all, a lot of them women were non-judgmental. They love the fact that she, was her size, and she like, I'm showing up like that. I know I love it. I talk to Sharice all the time. I like that about her. Now it's like, ugh, get out my face.
Right.
But I like that about her. So they just turned on her, and I've been meaning to say that. I'm so glad you put that up. That, mind you, BG said she used to be a Brenay supporter because that was the bulk of her people, and now they're surrounding around Akira. And I think it got a lot to do with her bringing Akira in. Tell me if you feel that way.
Yeah.
What you say, baby? Go ahead.
Because of how it was done. Like, if we didn't know, if it didn't happen the way that it happened, with her being diabolical, getting close to Akira and becoming her friend, and then doing all of that stuff in front of her, playing mental warfare on her mind and her spirit, then it may have been, we wouldn't have known, and it was like, oh dang, okay, people get snatched all the time. But the way they went about it, the way she went about it, and the way Tim allowed certain stuff to happen, it was just diabolical. It is diabolical.
It is diabolical.
Yeah, and Devin nor Akira deserved it, and people see that. It's like, when you finally see it, it's like, ugh, I don't want to be on that side. I don't want to be on that side.
I don't want it. Put thumbs up in both of our chats if you were a Brenay supporter, a thumbs down if you weren't.
Oh, let me see. I gotta see him. And y'all can be honest. There's no judgment here. We listen and we do not judge.
I don't think it was a bad thing to be a Brenay supporter back in the day. Thumbs up if you were a Brenay supporter. Thumbs down if you wasn't. I want to make sure, because y'all know
LMCW got 2 thumbs down.
Brittany Michelle. Oh, sorry, baby.
You maybe got a thumb up. Okay.
New Age Journalism. Hold on for me, baby, in 1 second. I want to make sure I get these comments.
My bad.
No, that's okay, honey. I want to make sure I don't miss nobody comment. Brittany Michelle says, I like and need them both. I'm a cry with Goddess, and I need all the facts with Barbie. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You like me. I go back and forth. When they were in the courthouse, Black Artist was giving us like the emotional part of it. And then when I see Barbie going, I know she got that list. Let me snatch over and then go back there. And then at night, I come back and grab Black Artist. So it's the perfect mixture. Let me see.
LMCW said, started watching when Black Goddess started to notice how she was treating Akira. Ooh, yep.
I said.
Yep.
Ashu said, did you all see the writ of execution file today? Yes, I have it right here, baby. I sure do. And I'm gonna talk
I didn't know who she was until a few months ago. Ooh. Who BG, bro? That's who you mean, BG? She said she didn't know who she was until a few months ago. Or Brenay.
That's why I need to go over here. My phone don't quite give me what I need over there.
Yep, that's how Toy was. She watched her, and she said it. She was like, her nails, she was authentically her jubblies, the dancing, the joy she had.
I like a good mukbang, and I like a good character. I like somebody that has a big personality. That's why I know all this about Blueface, Krishan.
Oh my God.
Meta,
yo, it's so funny to me. I gotta say that. I gotta say it about all of them, to be honest. I'm talking Blueface and Krishan before they had the show together on Zeus. I think before Junior was even here. Like T was
Junior wasn't here.
Way before Junior was here. Way before Junior was here, because remember they was like, you don't need to be having that baby.
Right.
And you was on it. So she knew about all now, and we would go out, we'd be at family functions, and like because she would be all in it. Like, oh my God, y'all don't know. And now all of it is finally coming to fruition. Everybody know. And she got all the lore, because she done been there from the beginning. Same with Ned and Charles. Same with Brenay and Akira situation. It's like she saw these people a year and a half ago, and then now, so she got all the lore.
Because my life is calm. So my family.
Being a writer is perfect.
So where am I get my good drama from? Thank you, woman. Right. I need my drama from there. I got to get it from somewhere. So let me make sure I don't miss nobody comment. Yes, I unfollowed her after she moved shicey with Akira. Social Butterfly says, did y'all see the writ? I read that one. I'm gonna make sure I ain't missed nothing. Yes, Miss Diva said, yes,
like the live, y'all.
Yes, BG was Akira voice because Robin told her not to talk. Yes, yes. Black Goddess was her voice, and the rest of us too. I tried, honey, to tickle it. I brought it up in my YouTube when I was going live over there, and they was like, who? Like, they don't know too much over there. They get like big videos. They ain't got time for our little TikToks and everything.
Right.
MP said it was definitely how she moved, and them to document it like it was cool. Nah, I'm not going to support that. Exactly. Brittany
Yeah.
Michelle says women are still supporting her because they think the issue is other women are mad because she's big. Brittany, we talked about that last week, and I was saying
Yep.
let's be
Thank you,
careful
Erica.
about what we say and what we do.
Yeah.
And some shit you just gonna roll off your face, like you
Anyway.
like I'm telling you, I'm willing to just sit on my sword on this because ouch. Her walking around with them little bitty shorts with her size, I don't care what you say. That's gross. If I'm telling you to put some clothes on,
Yeah.
this ain't got
And it would be gross to be honest if she wasn't as big as she was, because they are inappropriate to be walking around. Thank you, Chanel, to be walking around folks' kids and husbands in small shorts. I don't care what size you are. Don't wear that. You know what I mean?
So it says women are still supporting her. So some people are, but show yourselves. You see they not really doing it as much as they want to, but we'll see. Brittany said she was wrong. Now down to my arrows, my down thumbs. Soraya said nope.
Okay, let me go back.
June Jim said I supported her. Social Butterfly said yes, she did. Not so much, but she did. MP said no, never supported her. Shell said Shell called me that, used to support her. Diva said no. Official Ebony said I didn't know about her really until all of this started. Whew, girl. B said thumb down. She wrote it out. She wanted to make sure I see it. Ash says I was before the Akira issue. Like all of her base went and found family and sisterhood together. The Real Pink says I was never. The nails was long and she used to use multiple sprays to smell good. No, okay. The nails, the long nails, that was the only thing that I just found very gross. And I'm telling y'all, I got this pet peeve about people touching cheese.
Yeah.
And then touching more than one piece of cheese or more than one piece of meat. Like if you're making a sandwich, just touch your meat. But her nails used to touch 2 or 3 pieces of cheese. I mean, it used to drive me insane. And she just loved making sandwiches. So I know you ain't what you're talking about. And them sprays, the perfumes, that cheap stuff. I don't know if you try to mask an odor, but that's not how it works. MP says, I never followed her, but I did like her nail videos when they came across by FYP. Brittany Michelle said, I liked her content before I learned that what she had going on. This is all her base. She lost her. Sarai said, I've seen her from time to time on my FYP, followed and kept scrolling. June Jim said, I was a former fan. The fact that she never took accountability made me dislike her. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, she's still saying folks is lying. Lying about what? Thank you, baby. Them glasses are so dope.
They are fly.
She said, I was introduced to, who said this one? Steph this way said, I was introduced to her through the GoFundMe scandal. So the GoFundMe scandal, if you don't know about that,
wow.
She did a GoFundMe to reduce her jubblies. Took the money and then ran. To this day, people never got their money back. I feel like she should have gotten in trouble for that.
Thank you, Ms. Higgins. I appreciate that.
I feel like that should have been an issue. Like she should have gotten some kind of trouble for that. Brittany said, I loved her nail content. And then Brittany said, what do y'all think about what to happen with the custody after the baby wipe situation? We're going to see about that. Sharice, you want to send me your the thumb down over there?
Yeah. So LMCW said thumb down. E-Baby, thumbs up. Ro, thumb down. Miss Higgins, thumb down. LMCW said started watching when Black Goddess started to notice how she was treating Akira. Miss Diva, thumbs down. Ro said, I didn't know who she was until a few months ago. E-Baby said, I watched her from the beginning, the nails, hair, etc.
Hair too?
Huh?
Hair too?
Well, that's what she said. So she must have did.
Thank you, baby.
Or her wigs, probably.
Oh, Miss Higgins, that's my thing.
Yeah, you got it. You're manifesting.
Thank you, baby. I'm telling you, whenever I see that, I'm manifesting. Something.
Right then and there.
I'm praying.
E-Baby said Brenay is loyal to no one but herself. Shawnee said, I do wish we get better insults. The big back comments be triggering me, like call her something else. Yeah. And you just said that we have to be careful because they were doing the what's her name? Her sister, Corinne, started talking about the body shaming situation and why we calling him Timmy with the hips and all that. So that's the route they're taking. Plus, it doesn't matter to me. It don't matter what size she is. She's still trifling. She's still a bad person in my eyes. in my opinion. I don't care what side she is. The way she went about being nasty to Akira and to Devin, and then getting the babies involved, just too much for me.
And that just goes to life period. You know that's how it works. Soon as somebody be mad about something, right, they're gonna go to you wide nose, whatever. I mean, it may not even be an issue.
Start cutting them up from the floor, from the foot up.
I was going on my Krishan joint because I was talking about the fact that she always walk around with this Bible and then don't ever really know the verses. Yeah, I got this little teeth right here. And she come in. For the most part, my teeth is whatever. Somebody put a picture of my teeth. I'm gonna shut up, witch. Like that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
I'm used to all that kind of stuff because I've been writing for so
20
long.
years.
That's what people do.
We had to take criticism for 20 years. When you do something and you put it out there in front of the world, you're going to be criticized on it. So I'm
gonna do more Krishan videos than ever. Like,
right.
So I think for the most part it's just because you just be so mad. It's like
so mad. Yeah, you so mad.
Grab something, and some of them outfits is a mess.
Make it worse. You right.
Besides, I keep bringing up BG, even though they got two different body types, but Black goddess know how to dress. You know what I'm saying? That's why ain't got nothing to do about size. Like she just be fly. You know, I mean, she just look good. Her makeup look good. Hair look good. So we know it ain't nothing about that. It's just you want to reach for that because it's like you fat bitch. Like how dare you walking around? You just throw it out.
Right.
You don't mean it, but it just
you don't mean it because I'm a big girl too. That's the last thing I'm doing is gonna call her a big girl. She just a nasty mess to me. Period.
Girl, I got some pictures for you too, honey. I got some.
This is a question. Chanel said, "How much did she collect in the GoFundMe?" Now I don't know that. Do you know that, T?
No. Somebody, if y'all know, put it in the chat. Tell me how much the baby my baby that said she left after the GoFundMe scandal. Let me make sure I don't get no more of these comments.
Ooh, oh my God, here it's coming in. E-Baby and Rain said 30 bands.
I know
she collected. Bro, she need to be locked. Are you kidding me?
I know you lying.
30K.
Are you lying? Please don't play with me.
No, two different people came in at the same time. 30,000. E-Baby and Rain put it in at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
And while we saying wow, tap the screen.
Tap the screen, please.
Why you wow, tap the screen, baby.
Dr. Miami said he would have done it for free.
I'm sure.
Ooh, thank you, Chanel. Got my cowboy hat. I love that hat.
I'm freaking sure.
Oh my gracious.
Official Ebony said, wait, what? Wow.
Okay. Oh, Shawnee said, imagine if the internet brings that situation to the courtroom. You mean that she took that money? Yikes. Well, I don't know. You know, she's got the cyber stalking case coming up. We don't know
I'm telling you what's with the way it's being stopped at right now. This is why I say we have to. Yesterday we were talking about it. We don't want to make them the victims. Yeah. What's happening now is because people are chasing them down, like the young lady yesterday chased them down. Well, didn't chase them, but made sure she got the video footage of them. And it looks like I saw the comments because I always see the comments. And in the comments, people saying y'all doing too much now. At this point, it's bad, huh?
No. I was answering a question because Rain asked, have we talked about the court papers? And I said, not yet. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. So it was like, y'all doing too much at this point. I mean, y'all need to leave them alone. Now they are becoming the victims.
What do you call them? The martyrs. They're turning themselves into martyrs.
And them too, and the whole world is out to get them. Thank you, June, for liking it live. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, babies, for liking it live.
Yes, Rose, Chanel. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for the gifts and liking it live. Tell TikTok that we over here doing something.
Thank you, the Nail Witch. That's a lot.
Okay, so let's go on back over here, because I want to do this article real quick, and I'm going to scan through it like I was doing it before. Mm-hmm. So, Black Goddess said it was like a waiting to exhale. In that moment, it was like a moment of relief that I helped somebody get their truth out, especially since she was dragged. Now, Black BG says she was part of the group, mostly Black female TikTokers, influencers who amplified the story, which we know. They had spent over a year going over the case. And BG definitely, I mean, she would not let up. And then the other people like Monet, remember she started dressing like her. I think she ended up getting that girl's page banned too.
Yeah, I did see her page, it came across my FYP a couple days ago, but she only had like 1,600 people.
Yeah, she had to make it all the way back up, and it's hard to get at get that back up. Matter of fact, make sure y'all follow me if y'all not. And Sharice, please follow you.
Please follow us.
Some of them travel from other states, which we knew, and it says along the way what began as a parasocial relationship evolved into a bit of a sisterhood among the influencers, which led to them sharing information. And this is how they really got her ass, because with them sharing information, they was giving it to Robin. So one person would see something, another person would see something, and before you know it, Robin, her file is a result of Brenay's ass and the influencers making sure she didn't miss anything. So it says Montague was fully aware of the group because of their support. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate you, honey. Said they were support. Terry publicized a GoFundMe page to raise money for Akira because although I'm sure Robin is looking out, the filings are not cheap.
Heck no.
For instance, the one that girl doing, if she's able to get her appeal and get the process started, she has to put down a bond. Thank you, Simply. I appreciate you, baby.
10%.
Thank you.
10% of the total amount of the judgment. That's over $175,000.
It ain't cheap.
And she still has to have the remaining money, the remaining 90% for that.
Exactly. It ain't cheap.
You gotta hear the rest.
As a matter of fact, let's do something real quick because I want to do something.
Do something.
Huh?
You said you want to do something. I said, okay, let's do something.
I want to do something real quick because
you said she ain't had a surgery because she wanted Chipotle. Like, just kidding.
That's her.
Ain't that much.
You the one coming on the internet keep talking about that, don't you?
That's somebody said. Who was that just told me that $3,000 in food a month in the restaurant?
Yes.
Yikes. That's a lot.
Okay.
Thanks for liking the live, Erica.
I want to come back in here. So this article was so good, y'all. I'm scamming through it, but I want y'all also to, when you get a chance, to look at it on your own because it was so good.
Send it to me.
So it says she testified. Brenay testified that Akira knew about the relationship and permitted it. She told a CNN affiliate this.
She sat again, lied in court like that.
She said the lawsuit was nothing but lies, which she has told us before. Online viewers criticized many of the influencers for being too involved in the private lives of people they didn't know. First of all, this is motherfucking TikTok, my nigga. If you don't want to be involved in what's going on, please leave.
Right.
Nobody's keeping y'all here.
Okay.
No algorithm is
away.
I mean, all that bullshit. We tired of that. Thank you, woman. Tell me something. Why y'all involved in the people's lives? Why are y'all involved in our lives?
They the one
involved in lives.
You came to me. You came on my page. You popped up on my page.
Facebook, you're allowed to see anything.
Right.
Thank you, Jill. You're allowed to see anything on Facebook, liable to see anything. YouTube, liable to see anything. But TikTok's algorithm is like that. And so you had to have been searching for something in order for us to show up. So leave us alone. This is TikTok. Okay?
Please.
I hate people that get so high and mighty. Yes, we in the business. If you don't like it, go away.
Thank you.
So anyway, sorry, y'all. So they were saying they don't understand why we all involved in the business. I don't like bullies. That's why I'm here.
Oh, thank you.
She said, I'm like, this shouldn't happen and it should just go unseen, unheard of, because so many of us don't voice. Some of us don't voice. What you say, baby?
I said, thank you, Chanel. I got my little Sundays popping up and it's so pretty.
I'm like, this shouldn't happen and it just go unseen, unheard of, because so many of us don't voice when this thing has happened to us. We're too ashamed or too embarrassed, which is the other reason why we're all still in the business. Y'all, it's even in this article. We all know. Don't y'all know? Tell me if y'all know what I'm saying is true. That Akira did not want this to come out.
No. She asked for it not to come out. She asked before it all came out. She asked that woman.
She tried to, in this article, it says that she tried to have it sealed. And Brenay was like, no.
Everything is content.
And so that's why it's out. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all saying facts requested privacy. Yes, she requested privacy, the woman said. So we don't want to hear none of that, okay? So no, we keep.
You don't get to control how people perceive your foolishness.
Right.
You don't get to control that. Either you wanted it to be content, this is the content. Folks don't bang with you. They don't fuck with you.
They don't. You know
what it is.
You know what I say? I feel like they thought they skipped timelines where Devin and Akira didn't exist, but we didn't go with them. So we're watching them.
They over there by themselves. We did not go.
Nobody is
traveled. No.
And it was so many different ways to do this as a writer. Let me tell you, it was so many different ways to do this. If I'm gonna tell you how she should have did it. It's still gross. But let's say they get together. Then you're supposed to come and say, Akira, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm so sorry this happened. But I knew him when I was in high school. And he was my first love. And I didn't love anybody else. And I'm sorry. And whatever I can do to make it right. I'm telling you, at least 30 or 40% of them people would have been like,
look, you can't help who you fall in love with. But it's the nastiness and the diabolicalness. I made that up. That they went about it. Yeah. Just fall on your sword. Say you was wrong. Ask for forgiveness. Mean it.
Oh,
and
you
then
mean it.
I'm talking about it needs to be good acting.
But you need to say that. You could it's still growth. There have been 30% of her group would have left with her and be like, you know what, they did. Because it has the making of
they was together when they was 14. I mean, it was children love, but they was together.
Of a good love story.
Yeah, it did.
It really does.
Yeah.
So, but they didn't do that. They got growth and then wouldn't wait. Yep. Then they came to the babies. And it got really messy because throw in Corinne. So now nobody believes you. You was just jamming on the two. Yes. It ain't got nothing to do with no love. You was just jamming between the two. And then introduce your cousin to the one you thought he'd be able to whatever. And to your point, probably keep her close so she ain't too far when he went running slide in. So it was a mess from the beginning. It was definitely trying to be slick. Definitely having no remorse.
Yep.
And then they got exactly what they got. So, I mean, I want to do something real quick.
Okay. E-Baby said she didn't want to put Tim on child support either. Ooh, I didn't know that. But it makes sense because she probably thought he was going, well, he don't have none, but she also probably thought, he was going to do what he could for his kids. That turned out to be a mess. Ms. Higgins says because she thought she was going to be able to control the information coming out. Exactly. And you can't do that, Ms. Higgins. We all know whatever you putting out here is going to be interpreted how it is. Period.
So they went on to talk about her TikTok. This is a good article, y'all. It says she launched her TikTok in 2020. I thought it was before that. Maybe time is flying. She initially became known as the Christian influencer. Woo! That's what. Cause remember I told you about that video? Do y'all remember that video that she did, Susie baby? Remember that video that she did when she was getting ready with me, and then her boobies was. They was long. It was that video that made her blow up. Hi, April.
Brenay, I didn't see that one.
Oh, yeah, so that's what. So she was getting ready for church or something, and that's where it was that video. But she's known as the Christian influencer. Her Facebook intro still reads, "Thank you, April." It reads, "God, lifestyle, and Snapchat."
When we don't have nothing else to say, y'all, that's what we gonna get.
We're gonna be like that.
Well, we just won't.
And then we ask the chat just to put periods in it, so to tell us y'all pausing with us.
We just want y'all to let that seep in. What that said.
So if y'all see us pause in the future, then y'all just put periods in the comment, so we know y'all pausing with us. Because what? Thank you, April.
No, ma'am. I need you to rewrite that.
No,
ma'am. I guess you can't put whore, hussy, or any of that other stuff on your bio.
The nerve of that big woman to drag God into this mess. That's her one. Think about all the ones that have these dark spirits. They grab the Bible quicker than anybody, don't they?
They do. They do. So they feel like you're not gonna get on them for their misgivings if they shaking the Bible in your face, and that's absolutely. I'm
applying pressure on all of them. That goes for the person in church. That goes for Sean. All of them. No, you don't get to do that. It says, but it was her big bosom on display as she danced braless in one video that has her well known with her twin sister. I think what interested everybody was that her style and her nails and everything was over the top. That's what Cherish said. Mm-hmm. And also of course her and her twin had massive chests. So it made good content. It was like people liked that she liked her body.
Right.
Right. The problem is not that you like your body. The problem is what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, so it says, in our earlier videos, we know they show all of them together. In 2023, Kennard posted multiple videos of the two 20-something-year-old couples doing double dates. So that's when she started bringing them in. It's almost like she was trying to soft launch Tim.
Right.
Still with
Right.
Akira.
Right. That's when they all was hanging out.
Right, because them two would be mainly in the picture, in the videos, and then Akira and Tim would be in the back. So they will never be able to get real grown.
That's when you started showing me stuff.
Dr. Bridges, that's what I said. They will never be able to get real grown up jobs. This is national, international. I don't believe, I said that.
Uber, Lyft, Instacart, stick to those. You can make your money that way because it's not going to be able to happen. They're not going to be able to go in anybody's office, any space, nowhere. Folks gonna frown.
Susie Q said, I don't get the appeal for me. She is so boring. That's exactly.
Hell
Yeah. That's why she has to do the stuff that she does. She needs Akira and Devin and our rage to assist her. But in doing that, she's going to say and do something that's going to help the case. So that's how it works.
Wait a minute though, y'all. They in my thank you, Chanel. They in my chat, baby. They in my chat. They saying she played gospel music. She used to do that for real?
Nobody was really there for it, but yeah, when she used to get ready, you will hear the gospel music playing in the background as she put her nails on, and she did her face and all that kind of stuff. Yes, that was her one.
The whole time she making Tim's plate instead of making her own husband. And the whole time she's squeezing next to Tim on the couch and moving Akira out of the way. While she was still doing the gospel music and stuff too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Dr. Bridges says, who do you think will be their next victim? Each other. Yeah, they're going to chew on each other. And I'm going to show y'all a video in a second.
They gotta chew each other up. We know, Erica. Tim don't love her. It's the money. We know. And he already tired of her.
Okay, y'all. Let's hear from our friends real quick because I want to explain. So there was a writ of execution that came today. Let's hear from our friends and find out what that means. Okay. Y'all remember, y'all been here before. Y'all know we played them before. And then I try to get some more questions on what we see happening.
A legal document.
What you laughing at, baby?
The plaintiff.
Rain put in the, I called her all them names, and then Rain put in his skeezer. And you know that's our book. You wrote the book called Skeezer.
So you asked us to get into the weeds on a legal document that sounds a little dry, but it has these incredibly sharp real-world consequences.
Yes.
We're talking about the writ of execution.
Right. This is the point where a court's decision stops being theoretical.
Exactly. It's not just an idea anymore. It's something that starts affecting, bank accounts, cars, even houses.
It really is the critical juncture. I mean, a judgment from a court just says, okay.
Now, she don't have any cars or houses. It came out today that they're renting everything and that they're also eating $1,200 worth of food.
Is owed.
A month.
That's it.
It's just a declaration.
The writ of execution, though, that's the engine. It turns that abstract finding into a direct, actionable command for law enforcement to enforce it.
And our mission today is really specific. We're looking at an actual writ from the General Court of Justice in North Carolina, and we're going to figure out exactly what it mandates, and more importantly, what this legal hammer blow really means for the person named as the defendant, Brenay Kennard. Oh, our listeners got something to share. Let's hear it.
I just want to make sure that was filed today, right? Or it came through today?
That is a great question about the timeline.
You're asking about when this writ of execution itself was processed.
Yes.
Yeah, we are tracking the dates here. The judgment that created the debt was from November 12th, 2025.
Right, but the writ of execution document was specifically dissecting. That's what we call the enforcement tool.
The document itself is dated, but it's important to know when it was issued and when it was executed.
And if we look at an official document from the court, the judgment was recorded or docketed on November 14th, 2025.
So the writ itself would be issued shortly after that to trigger the seizure process against the defendant.
Yeah, they about to seize
the
it.
Speed is key here. That docketing date, November 14th, 2025, is when the lien on the property was created.
The writ of execution would be the very next step to tell the sheriff to act on that lien.
It's the immediate follow-up to the judgment, making it active as quickly as possible.
Okay, so let's continue with who this writ is targeting. We said the defendant is Brenay Kennard.
Right. And based on this document, we can define it very clearly. It's a formal order.
Yeah.
It came from a judgment in Durham County, but it commands the sheriff of Wake County to step in.
And do what?
To physically seize enough assets to satisfy that judgment against Brenay Kennard.
It's basically an instruction for forced liquidation.
That's right.
Okay, and before we really dive in, let's just lay out the players here because the geography is fascinating and you picked up on the dates.
That geographical split is
Y'all hear that? That's saying that Robin is putting in motion to start season. So all them shoe boots and stuff.
Caesar.
All the shoe boots and stuff that Timmy and stuff been wearing and buying and stuff.
The
and
Twitch
cowboy hat.
system.
It's about to come down, honey.
No.
The plaintiff, who is the creditor,
Yes, Abby, the same thing that happened to Rudy Giuliani. Yep.
is Akira Montague, and they're based in Durham.
right.
But the defendant, the debtor,
You probably
is
never see it.
who lives in Wendell. That's in Wake County.
And that detail is everything. It shows you the power of this document.
Thank
The
you,
lawsuit,
Jim.
the judgment that all happened in Durham.
Thank
But
you,
the
baby.
creditor knows where the assets are. They know Brenay lives in the Wake County.
So by sending the writ to the sheriff of Wake County, they're making sure enforcement
Thank you,
follows the
Kim.
justice.
It completely ignores county lines when it comes to collection. It's all about going where the money is.
Okay, yeah,
let's-
did y'all hear that? That's important. Listen to what Robin did. Robin did this very, very good. Listen to this again.
Unpack this. Let's
Let
start
me
with the oh yeah, go on.
Can you repeat that again for me, please? About where they did it at and all of that. The thing you just said.
Of course, that geographic detail is crucial.
Okay, let's run through the locations and roles one more time.
So the lawsuit itself, the main legal action that created the judgment that happened in Durham County.
That's where the plaintiff, Akira Montague, is based.
But the defendant, Brenay Kennard, lives in Wake County, specifically Wendell.
And what we are analyzing right now is the writ of execution.
This writ is the enforcement tool. It was issued from the court in Durham County.
But it was physically sent to the sheriff of Wake County.
Why? Because that's where the defendant lives, and that is where the assets, the property, and the money that need to be seized are located.
So the creditor, Akira, starts the process in her county, Durham.
But the collection action itself, the actual physical seizing of assets, takes place in Brenay County, Wake.
That makes sure the enforcement
Hey, pause for
follows
me,
the
miss.
debtor across county lines.
It's the law reaching across the state to where the property is.
Okay, let's unpack this with the financial weight that Brenay Kennard is under now.
It really shows the severity of the judgment that
Right, Miss
triggers this
Stevens.
writ.
I'm all right.
The total amount due right here on the writ is just enormous.
It's almost $1.8 million. It's $1,755,000.
$569.12.
What's interesting is how that debt is layered, as we mentioned earlier.
Right, let's break those layers down because it's much more than just the principal amount.
Absolutely. The core figure, the principal due, is $1,750,000.
But on top, you've already got $4,602.74 in interest.
That interest was built up even before the writ got going, plus $200 in court costs.
And then there's that little line item that you could almost miss, the plus other.
That's $767.
And that plus other covers all the little administrative costs of turning the judgment into this action.
We're talking filing fees for the writ itself, certified mail costs, and fees to have papers served.
All those small things that are part of the process.
y'all what this is.
Charging all that back to her.
It signals that every single step of enforcement has a price tag that the defendant has to pay.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes a lot
right.
of sense. Now, here's where it gets, for me, really interesting. The ongoing costs.
Document says interest is due from the judgment date, November 12th.
Here come y'all. That's why I
That's
keep
at
it
the
growing.
8% legal rate.
And that 8% is a critical piece of
8%.
information when you look at the geography and the delay.
Because when you apply an 8% annual rate to a principal of 1.75 million,
You realize this debt is growing relentlessly. Every single day, the sheriff is hunting for assets.
what does that work out the daily?
We're talking about an accumulation of roughly $383 every single day.
Every day this isn't paid.
Did y'all hear that?
That's her Chipotle lunch.
$383 every single day.
You ain't gonna be able to get her.
She's
Yikes.
never going to be able to get up from up under this ever, and she can't file bankruptcy.
No,
She's not
no.
going to be able to get up from under this
Nope.
ever. It's going to be virtually impossible.
It costs her almost $400 more.
That's over $11,000 a month. This is not a stagnant number just sitting there.
It's an active financial penalty that's just escalating, regardless of whether it's Durham or Wake County.
And it's designed
Cherie
to
said that.
force Brenay Kennard into some very
Chipotle.
high-stakes decisions, and fast.
There's no way to slow it down.
The only way to stop that meter from running is to pay the judgment in full.
And that escalating pressure leads us running into the whole point of this document.
Susie, you're right. Should have settled. I wonder was that an option?
Girl.
She should have settled. Pink Drip said, isn't that her documented income that Robin found? $11K per month? Ooh, it is. You're right.
Yep.
Yep.
So can you tell while we on pause? Can you explain? Because I'm getting it. They lighten up the chat.
Okay.
Can you explain what we're listening to? Because they want to know what that is, an app or what?
Okay, so this is what I did, guys. So right when we first found out what was going on with the court case, I grabbed all of the files, all of the documents from the court, and I compiled them into this generator. And then I prompted it, meaning that I had to tell it what it was that I was looking for, just like I did for just this. And now it's spitting that back out to me. So almost like a high class chat GPT. So I put all of it in there and I do that. I love prompting. I'm a nerd that way. And so I put all that stuff in there, even up to the two recent ones that came today. And then I'm able to hear what I want to hear.
Brains.
Okay, it said she had 6 months to find another lawyer to help. She thought all of this was a joke. And I want to know too, in the beginning, if she would have gotten a lawyer, she could have settled. Keisha said, "Hey, I'm late." Hey, Keisha, better late than never. Akira said in a new interview that she tried to settle, keep it quiet, but Brenay refused. Yep. So that's what this is. We're going to hear what else they got to say.
A direct command to the sheriff.
So what specifically is the sheriff of Wake County being told to do now that they have the writ from Durham?
This
It's
it
way
is.
beyond knocking on the door and asking for the money, right? The document is unambiguous.
The state is basically empowering a physical agent, the sheriff's department, to seize assets.
This power is all laid in state law.
And let's be clear, guys. We know she doesn't own the house or the car. Timmy said that when he was saying why he couldn't pay for an attorney.
That was so
They're
gross.
renting everything, right? We know they're renting everything. But it sounds like they can come in there and start taking that
stuff.
system that he bought. They can start coming in and taking that.
Yep.
This is why I think Brenay is delusional.
Value. They're probably gonna take her jewelry.
Right, Jim. No common sense. Her jewelry, anything that, although I
Anything of value.
don't think nothing that she got. Definitely not
Yes,
the
if it has value, they could take it. Like I know they don't got no
any
art
of the TVs, anything they can come take. Like this is for real.
eBaby said seize her bank account. They got
They know what she getting her money
got the
from.
bank account.
Looking for immediate
That cloudy
forcible
joke.
collection.
And it's not random.
Thank
The
you,
seizure
Keisha.
process has rules and hierarchy.
The document lays out a very specific order of operations. This is critical for understanding the risk to Brenay's different assets.
Precisely. And this hierarchy is a fundamental protection for debtors, even if it's often a temporary one.
First, the judgment has to be satisfied from the personal property of the defendant.
Okay, so what does that include in research, Wake County?
That's cash, bank accounts, cars, business equipment, jewelry, basically anything that's movable.
So they don't go for the house first, even if it's the...
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Can you repeat that exactly what they can take?
Of course, that's a great question, and we're happy to clarify the hierarchy of seizure.
Yeah, let's run through the potential targets the sheriff of Wake County is ordered to look for.
The law dictates they must start with personal property first.
And as we just outlined, personal property includes things like cash.
Yes, or liquid assets like bank accounts, investment funds, jewelry,
Also, any vehicles or automobiles.
even business equipment or any kind of machinery that is movable.
That's the first priority for the sheriff to seize and sell to cover the $1.75 million debt.
What's important to remember is that they won't go for the home immediately,
No.
even if it's the most valuable thing
They
to
don't own
you.
it, no way.
Right, they have to exhaust all the liquid and movable assets first.
That is the rule of the writ. If and only if the sheriff seize and sell all that personal property and it's not enough to cover the debt.
Then they are commanded to look to the real property belonging to Brenay.
Her home, land, buildings, exactly.
Now, with that real property, the writ has this really critical time constraint, regardless of the county.
And this is where it gets really powerful,
Listen,
connecting
y'all.
back to the November 14th date we discussed earlier.
The writ says the sheriff can seize real property that belonged to Brenay on the day the judgment was docketed in your county, as shown above, or any time after that date.
That date, remember, is stamped right on here, November 14th, 2025 at 9:48 a.m.
That timestamp is effectively a financial freeze on any real estate Brenay owned in Wake County at that exact moment.
So what does docketing mean in the context of the Wake County records, which is crucial for real property?
It's the official act of recording the judgment from Durham in Wake County's public records.
The second that happened, at 9:48 a.m., a legal lien was created on any and all real estate she had in
She
that
has a
county.
legal lien on her.
It makes the
The
location
second it's
matter
happened.
instantly,
Ooh.
enforcing the seizure hierarchy.
This basically stops her from selling it, from refinancing it, from doing anything with that property without first
She
dealing
don't
with
own
the
it, though.
pure
She
monthly
renting.
claim.
The speed of that transition from the personal property hunt to the real property lockdown, it's just astonishing.
Susie said Tim going to cry when they take his Twitch stuff. You know, he only got a chance to be with it for 5 seconds. He was
I
getting
don't know.
booed and shit anyway. They was booing him every 5 minutes. All you saw in the comments was them going in.
I don't know.
Huh?
You'll probably never see it.
Oh yeah, I think that's it. I don't know about that no more, baby girl. I don't know about that no more, baby girl. I think she will definitely see it. This is what I want to know though. Depending upon where you are, I thought that they couldn't take, like they had to leave you a certain percentage of your income. Let me ask.
So if
Yeah, I thought it was like 20%.
that morning and wake.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is it true that they can't take a certain amount of her income? Like they have to leave her a certain percentage?
Leave her lunch money.
That is a phenomenal and very detailed question.
Okay, let's unpack this point about income protection.
You are absolutely correct to ask about it.
We're talking about wage garnishment or the seizure of income.
What's fascinating here is that the ability to seize future wages or income varies wildly by state.
In North Carolina, where this writ is happening, standard wage garnishment for ordinary debts is actually prohibited.
The law generally protects a substantial amount of a person's income from being seized to pay a civil judgment like this.
However, this type of protection is primarily for wages earned from an employer.
And we know from the initial complaints that the defendant, Brenay Kennard, is listed as a social media influencer.
Her income streams are likely endorsements and commissions, not a traditional hourly paycheck.
It changes the game completely.
Because money in her bank accounts, even if derived from her business income, is treated as personal property.
And personal property, as we just established, is the very first thing the sheriff of Wake County is commanded to seize.
Okay, so the writ doesn't target her future salary, but it does target the cash from her current and past income that's sitting in a bank account.
Exactly. That cash is much more vulnerable than a traditional W-2 paycheck might be in this state.
So the protection you're referring to, which is very real,
like
doesn't necessarily apply to how an influencer's income is structured.
It forces the sheriff to go after the money that is already sitting in her accounts, not something coming in.
Great question.
about to
Highly
take that.
different between protected
She
wages
gonna walk around
and
looking crazy.
unprotected bank
Yes,
assets.
Susie.
So if she owned a piece of land that morning in Wake County, it's already tied up.
Her ability to use it as collateral or to sell it to raise money is just gone instantly.
Basically they saying your little influencer is not your little influencer situation is not a job. We taking all that money. So
Yo, and
we
listen,
don't consider that to be a job.
to get paid from your social media account, it goes through. It's electronic. There is no cash in hand per se.
No.
So it ain't like she could take the cash and then hide it somewhere. It has to go through those channels, and they seize those accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
And so she would need to get a job in order to get any kind of protection. Because what they're saying is if it's a job, then they can't take the full thing.
They don't garnish you like that.
She
It's
needs
only
to
a
get a
certain
job.
amount.
If she do any of this social media influence and stuff, they don't consider that a job, honey, and all that income is
They
Akira.
won't take it.
Exactly. The writ is
Thank you,
the
Lady
act
B.
on that lane, which already exists in
Thank you,
Wake County.
baby.
The message to Brenay is crystal clear. Your liquid assets, including business income in the bank, are in the immediate line of fire.
And your real estate is already locked down,
She don't
waiting
have
to
no real
be
estate.
seized if your personal
Well, I don't know.
property isn't
I
enough
don't
to
know.
satisfy the judgment.
Okay, now there is a crucial caveat here. We saw it in the document, which relates to a similar protection.
Right. Even with all that force, there's a safety net we call the exemptions.
The sheriff is ordered to seize property except as the property of the defendant set off as exempt. A list is attached.
This is a vital tactical detail for all debtors.
North Carolina has statutory exemptions for certain assets, which is similar to the income protection you asked about.
Things like a homestead exemption that protects
you,
some of the
Jill.
equity in your main home from being seized.
Or exemptions for the tools and equipment you need for your job to earn a living.
But she ain't got no job.
So Brenay has the ability to shield some specific assets from this massive $1.75 million claim.
She could protect certain legally defined assets from this writ.
So how does that change things for the sheriff in Wake County as they follow that order about,
So, but she's an influencer. Do that mean for her job? Or because she's a social media influencer. She doesn't have a job.
That is a brilliant follow-up question.
Okay, let's unpack this. The influencer-specific job tools.
You're
Right.
asking if the tools of her trade as a social media influencer are protected.
Yeah.
Right. Can she claim an exemption for her phone, cameras, or editing equipment?
Yeah.
North Carolina law does allow an exemption for implements, professional books, or tools of the trade.
That's the category she would have to claim under.
She will.
What's fascinating here is
That's
how
probably why
a court
Timmy
would
trying to do
interpret
Twitch.
tools of the trade for a modern.
We got some questions for
Okay.
for a friend.
Okay.
So Christian said, I don't think she filed the exemption. Who would have told her about that. She has help. There's somebody that
She's
is
got help now.
like a paralegal type help that's helping her. And let's see, E-Baby says, so ask if she has property with someone else. Like, would they know if she owns,
Good question.
co-owns property?
Let me see. Great question. Let me
Question.
see.
Property saw or a doctor's medical. Oh, back to our listener. What's up?
I have a question. If she has property with someone else, can that be seized? Like if she tried to give money to her mother or tools or equipment?
That is a phenomenal question about commingled assets and transfer.
You've hit on a crucial element of asset protection and fraud.
Okay, let's unpack
Fraud.
this. Property with someone else or a mother.
When it comes to jointly owned property, the law gets very specific.
Generally, the sheriff can only seize his interest in the property.
If she co-owns a home with another person, the sheriff can't just seize the whole house.
They can cede her half or
They
her
can put a
share,
lien
which is
on it.
much more complicated to liquidate.
What's really key here, though, is your point about trying to transfer assets.
Right, Pink
Giving
Drip.
money to her mother or tools to someone else.
The law calls that a
Pink Drip said the good thing is Brenay doesn't trust her own mother with her money, so we doubt very, and definitely not her sister.
That's true.
fraudulent transfer if the debtor moves assets specifically to avoid collection.
And based on the court documents we see, the plaintiff, Akira, is already highly focused on financial transfers.
Absolutely. The discovery requests we reviewed show Akira demanding Brenay list every instance she received or provided money,
They want to know how much money Brenay provided to her
Thank
husband.
you, woman.
and how much money she received from him.
They are tracking the financial flow
you,
meticulously
baby.
to see if assets were hidden before or after the judgment.
If Brenay moved money or assets to her mother after the judgment was rendered, that could be challenged.
And the court could order the seizure of that transferred property, viewing it as
And
an
she get
attempt to
locked
evade
up.
the writ.
So if that money is in a bank account in Wake County, the sheriff is still coming after it, regardless of the name on the door.
Okay, what was the we got another question for the for our friends over there? I think you said there's more than one.
Christian said the limited attorney is only to help file the appeal. Oh, so the limited attorney is not helping with anything else, you're saying, Christian? So who filed the exemption? Good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know about that.
Is anybody attached to that exemption that filed that for her, or did she do that?
This is a writ of execution.
Oh, okay. Execution, I
Right.
said.
Okay. I if I did the other forms, I'll see if they pull that. I would have to prompt it, but I don't think she's on it. I think she was just she's on that appeal, and I believe she's on the 59.
Ooh, okay.
I believe she's on the 59 because even when they they have a new court date, the court date is coming up. You knew that, right?
Ooh, turkey head.
Turkey head. So December 18th, 2025 is the notice of the hearing for the judge to hear the Rule 59 and make a decision right then and there.
Right, December 18th, right.
Right. And I see Michelle. Oh, Michelle W. Hamilton is on here for that because she also filed it. So we know she's on it for that.
Okay.
We know she put the thing in for the appeal.
Right.
Whether or not she going to help me on that, I don't know. But it's
We don't know.
like you said, it's limited.
Yeah, she said she has no help. Robin is coming after the money and she has no help. Okay.
Right.
The intent behind the transfer is what the court cares about most in these situations.
It's a huge risk
Please
for
like
the
the live,
debtor to try
baby.
to hide assets once they're
Thank
real.
y'all. Thank you.
That's a great insight into how complex the search is for the sheriff.
It forces them to go beyond what's immediately visible in Wake County.
Okay, let's bring that back to the influencer's tools of the trade we were just discussing.
We had the question about whether her cameras or editing equipment would be protected under the exemption.
Right. She successfully argues that those items are essential to her ability to earn a living.
Then the sheriff would be ordered to leave them alone. Even though they're
Melissa.
And based on the court documents,
Melissa.
there is evidence that she is a social media influencer.
It's repeated in the complaints, noting her millions.
Woman, this is an app that I use, a prompter. I put all my stuff in there, all the files, all the documents, all the stuff involved in this case, and I prompted it in a way that I can do this and be able to ask questions and stuff like that. So think of it like a high class chat GPT.
the
Boy
phone.
is a genius.
So she clearly has a professional basis to make that tools of the trade claim.
If she succeeds, it forces the sheriff to bypass those protected items.
It would absolutely shift the calculation.
If they know we can't touch her primary camera or phone, it forces them to look
Thank you,
elsewhere for
JoJo.
money.
The sheriff isn't a free agent here. They have to follow the exemption
Thank you,
law.
baby.
So if Brenay successfully claims her exemptions, the focus would shift to less protected assets.
Perhaps a vacation property, luxury items, or non-retirement investment accounts she might have.
The state provides a lifeline of basic necessities, even in this aggressive seizure.
And this is the beauty of it too, because they're so vain and they have such big egos that they're putting stuff on social media. I literally in the Timmy Twitch things when he showed all of his stuff, instead of just going in and just twitching, instead of doing all of that, they put the stuff on social media.
Yep.
And so you're making it easy for her to do that. Like they're so dumb, they can't stay off the internet. That's what I keep saying. If they stayed off the internet, if they would have just stayed off the internet.
I feel like it's a catch-22 because they don't have no other way of getting their money. So they gotta do stuff that they think gonna get them
Right, but
paid
you don't have to
on
do
these.
stuff. You owe money,
Yeah.
so you don't have to do that kind of stuff.
She is trying to act like she not bothered.
That's
You
what
feel
I'm
me?
saying. That's why she's her own worst enemy. Say you're walking around because first of all, they know the content that they're doing is not going anywhere. I think it was Susie Q who said earlier it's stuff that's boring.
It's boring, it's whack.
And I've tried to sit through it. Like she says, so basically, yeah, she's like, I got some wax in my hair. So yeah, tell me what y'all want to hear. Now she puts it on us. Why we gotta tell you what kind of content to create?
Like, we want to hear that. We want to hear about how you gonna pay Akira.
Yeah.
How about that? How you gonna pay Akira? How about that? That's what I want to hear.
She does not know what to do. So now she's trying to get him to help. And that was one of the things I wanted to show y'all. We're running out of time. I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow with the video that they did together. Remember when we used to get the boys stuff?
Yeah.
And they'd be so excited like we get them a game. And you're like, Mama, you want to get some water? And I'm like, yeah, you can bring me some water, baby. And they'd be so excited. They may or may not wash the glass or rinse the glass out. You know, they just be so excited. And they're like, Mommy, here's the water. That's how he was acting in the car. Like he's sitting in the car with her, touching her face and holding her chin, and to the point where she's like, stop. First of all, no woman likes her chin to be held. I'm not sure. Especially if she feel like it's whatever. I hate that. I don't even like nobody touching my face. But he's so excited because she got him all of this stuff.
Oh, so he happy. Oh, okay. So he's doing
his cowboy boots.
Like, I love you.
Yeah.
You're my favorite. That kind of stuff.
They're doing all that. But that only can go but so far.
Right.
You know, and she has no content because she has no personality. And she hates to hear it, but it's the truth.
Thank you for following, Christian. I appreciate it. Please follow if you guys are not following us. Please make sure you're following us. Ooh, thank you.
She is never going to face consequences, so she thinks she's exempt. Yes. Susie Q says, so literally what you guys doing, I'm shopping and eating, rinse and repeat. Exactly.
It's the same video. Like you said, the same video every time.
Every time.
Environment.
Even while it's executing this massive debt collection from Durham and coordinating with Wake County.
Now let's move on to the mechanics of this collection and the costs we mentioned.
Because the process itself costs a lot of money, as we were discussing with the plus other costs.
And those costs just get piled onto Brenay's debt, increasing that $383 daily rate.
This is where you see the cost of forced recovery made plain.
I'm
Talking
going to
about
get the money
sheriff's
back to
commission
chase her.
structure, which is designed to incentivize the sheriff to collect.
And remember, those fees are always paid by the debtor, not the creditor.
So what does that actually mean with a judgment of this size?
The sheriff gets 5% on the first $500 collected.
That's a small $25
sheriff?
to start the process.
But the real
Yeah,
cost
okay, the
is
sheriff?
applying to this massive amount of the
Wait a
debt.
minute, what?
They get 2.5% on all
sheriff
sums
get-
collected over $500.
You got to
And
pay
the
the
total
sheriff for the
debt is
collection
over
too.
1.75 million.
So the vast majority of that
Yeah, pay him to come
falls
get it.
into that 2.5% bracket.
If the sheriff collects the whole amount, that commission alone would be almost $44,000.
At least.
So the
It's
sheriff,
a significant
so the
financial.
sheriff is
now.
incentivized to get
Oh,
that
so
money.
He got.
No.
Oh my good.
Oh, this is
Oh,
bad.
he's like, oh, Christmas coming. Bet I'm running up in her spot every week. He's like, it's about Christmas time. I'm gonna get that money.
The cost
That
generated
money on.
entirely because the defendant didn't pay voluntarily or settle the debt.
That money is taken out of the proceeds before the creditor, Akira Montague.
It gets worse, Jim,
It's a pretty
right?
harsh reminder that the legal
It's a
system
fee,
is
right?
right?
That's why-
enforcement mechanisms.
And there has to be coordination here for the writ to be effective.
We see the attorney is listed.
Thank you, Chanel.
Out of Raleigh.
The attorney is both strategic and administrative in this process.
They made sure the judgment was properly docketed in Wade County, tracking the transfers.
Then they filed this specific writ of execution.
Y'all, this
with
is
the
bad, y'all. This
sheriff's
is
office
bad.
for
This is
proceeding.
bad. Thank you,
In fact,
Sophie
they're
Butterfly.
making sure the sheriff is actively pursuing the mandate.
Thank you,
And
baby.
following the timeline of asset seizure, looking for those co-owned assets or potential
Thank
transfers.
you.
They're coordinating the
My
whole
favorite. I hope they
collection
don't
effort
take them
from their
away.
office in Raleigh.
No, they
Even though the
fly.
lawsuit was originally filed in Durham.
That makes sense. The central point of contact for the creditor.
And the final
Ooh.
piece of this is accountability for the sheriff,
The second page of the writ is all about the return, right?
proving what they did with the order sent back to the court in Durham.
Absolutely. The return section is the final legal record of what happened.
The sheriff of Wake County has a specific time frame to report back to the clerk of court in Durham.
They report about their attempts in their Wake County search.
They ain't
And
playing
what
with
are
her.
the possible outcomes they have to?
Imagine, Pink said, imagine she's going to be beholden to Akira even after Tim is long gone. Shake his damn hands.
report.
Well, there are really three main scenarios for the return.
Best case for the creditor is a full or partial collection. of
She ain't
the
got
debt.
it.
If property was seized and sold, the sheriff has to provide it.
B said, I still can't believe she
probably never
represented
get
herself because she didn't.
Yo,
Huh?
it takes me. Thank you, Social Butterfly.
Thank
Those are
you.
butterfly. I love those. Are like one of my favorite. That and the cowboy hat is my favorite ones.
That
It takes me back. Oh yeah, the manifesting. It takes me back to that interview where she just was so smug when she left the courtroom. She should have walked on by all them cameras. Instead, she said she'll probably never get it. And now they are coming. They are coming for her stuff. Yo, that is
love it. Is it wrong for us to get kicked? No, because this is her fault.
no.
She started.
I was tight mad when
which includes the
Tuesday.
commission fee.
I was tight mad Tuesday when he went in there talking about I'm broke, y'all, and I need help. And they gave him a court-appointed attorney. And then now his court date for the Pew Pew is that in January on the same day as Devin and Brenay's court case. I was mad about that. So I'm glad something is finally in motion and happening. Thank you, Social Butterfly.
MP said she should have hushed her mouth. They really think things again. I like when somebody tells somebody hush. Just hush.
Hush. Hush up all that noise.
Hush up all that noise. Thank you, Pink Drip. You came in with the money gun.
Thank you, Social Butterfly. I had to figure out how to get both of y'all. I'm new to this top stuff. I love it. Thank you.
We
You
appreciate
figured it out.
y'all
We
riding
appreciate
with
you
us.
so much.
This is our 26th day of going live straight.
Yes, it is.
And it don't feel
How
like
much
it.
was collected? How
Shawnee
much
said,
was sheriff
continue
captured?
pretending to be
Any
unbothered
other
every day.
types of-
Huh?
Yes. Shawnee said she continuing to pretend to be unbothered every day knowing she drowning in fees.
He
Yikes.
said, hey, y'all, I'm on the clock. Pray for me because these people have lost their mind. Praying for you, baby.
Praying for
Leave
you.
my baby alone.
Please.
We don't know what the hell I got going on, but y'all
Cover
leave her alone. Rose says, I can't hear. Or is it just me? Oh, no, and she probably, this is a lot. And these are some good
storage
speakers.
or
I don't know why.
auction fees.
And then the
Thank you,
final
Jim.
balance that's returned to the court to pay down the debt.
And the other outcome that completely stops the process is a failure to find assets.
The one that would stop this particular writ in its tracks
Oh,
is
that's
if the sheriff reports they failed to serve it,
Because they did not locate
Thank
property
you,
on which
Kenna,
to
for the
levy
roses,
late payment.
baby.
meaning no unprotected personal or real property was found,
Thank
including
you,
any
baby.
documents.
Tap the screen, y'all. Can we get to 50K before we go?
Thank you for the bushel of roses, baby. And for that.
Thank y'all so much.
That's beautiful.
That was like a
Stop
spaceship or
everything
something.
now.
Because the debtor simply has no more unprotected assets
Y'all the
left.
bomb.
To just synthesize all
Thank you
this,
for
what
liking
this
the lives,
document
baby.
means for Brenay Kennard is that it's not a threat.
They found
No,
one
it
in
is the
Isaac.
immediate active conversion of a judgment into a forced liquidation mandate across county lines.
Her personal property in Wake County is at risk right now.
Even her business equipment might be if she doesn't claim that specific exemption we talked about.
Her real property is legally frozen from that November 14th docketing.
Thank you for joining my fan club, Jim. I appreciate it.
Yo, that's pretty much it on that. Y'all, they coming for. They coming, and everything is
Kick in the door, wave in, give it to me.
And like she said, everything is content, everything is assets.
Yes.
Any of
Everything.
any of it. And now that's probably why they put that Twitch on there. Because he's going to try and say that's what his new thing is going to be, getting paid on Twitch. So he's going to try and say that's
his way of making money.
Yeah,
His stuff.
that's where he's going at. Because he set it up already. He said he can't keep a job because they found out about the affair or found out what was going on, and they fired him. This is what he said the other day. So now he's going to say, well, I need to do this on Twitch to earn income.
And you can't take my equipment.
That's what he's going to do, y'all.
Please don't take my pocket money. Please don't take my because you owe child support. If she bought that, she bought it. He didn't buy it. How'd you get it?
What they don't fail to understand is people is not, nobody's making it lower. Like, you're going to have to pay.
Now ask them that while you still have friends. Huh?
Woman said she got the tea. You said ask them what, baby?
Ask the friends if she uses the money that she has to buy gifts, like the Twitch system that she did for Timmy, can that be seized?
Okay.
% interest and the
Like
sheriff fees are just,
Hey, yeah, what's up?
Question: if she bought her husband some gifts that he's going to be using for Twitch, like equipment, can that be seized?
That's why I said
Another incredibly insightful question about where the property line is drawn.
okay, let's unpack this.
Eli, MP.
Gifts and marital assets, especially when used by the husband.
We've been focusing on assets Brenay owns, but what happens when she transfers them as gifts?
If Brenay bought her husband equipment for Twitch, and that equipment is now owned by him, it shifts the legal status.
Generally, the sheriff is enforcing the debt against the named defendant, Brenay Kennard.
They cannot seize property legally owned solely by a third party, even if that party is her husband.
However, this gets complicated, and it ties back to the idea of a fraudulent transfer that we mentioned earlier.
Akira's legal team is clearly investigating financial flows between Brenay and her husband, Timothy Montague.
They demanded to know how much money Brenay received from or provided to him.
So if those gifts were made specifically to hide the assets from the writ after the lawsuit began,
The creditors challenged that transfer in court as fraudulent.
they would argue that the transfer was made to evade the $1.75 million judgment.
But if the equipment was a legitimate gift made long before the debt was an issue, it's the husband's property.
And as the husband, he is not the debtor named on this specific writ of execution.
So assuming it's a legitimate transfer, the equipment would be safe from this particular seizure order.
That distinction between property owned by the debtor versus property owned by a third party is absolutely critical.
It's the difference between asset protection and attempted fraud.
Sheriff's fees are just making the hole deeper.
This really shows that a writ of execution is the
honey.
official law.
That's it, honey. That's it, ladies and
That's all it
gentlemen.
needs to be. So, but because we know that was just purchased, it was after the judgment, then it's not a legitimate. It's not a. She can't have it. She can't. He
It's not
can't.
like he can't keep it. No.
He can't
Especially
keep it.
now, you don't need to be buying nothing.
Anyway, yeah.
You don't need to be buying nothing.
Ooh, thank you, Bookslut. Thank you, Bookslut girls. I love you.
All right, babies. Well, we will be back tomorrow. Okay, we're coming at 7. So even if y'all can peek y'all head in, we may not keep y'all too long because it is going to be Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving.
Depending on what we doing, we don't know. But we definitely gonna come in and say happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. We want y'all to have a good night. Hopefully you are having a good night. If you're not cooking, that's good. If you are cooking, I hope that you have a great time.
Yes.
We want everybody to do what they want to do for the holidays.
Yes. Big
Nothing,
proponent
don't
for
do
that.
nothing.
You don't feel like going over there messing with your aunts and your cousins and them and all them because it's gonna be drama. Don't.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
big proponents for doing what you want to do on your holiday, on your day off, if you are off.
And I know I just want to
pray.
say for the past 26 days, you guys have been so amazing.
Preach.
And I cannot wait to continue to build this bond with y'all well into the year. We are so grateful for all of y'all.
Thank you,
And
Mama.
even after we do our 30-day challenge, we will be here Monday through Friday every day. So we're not going anywhere.
Definitely.
So I just want to say thank you, babies. Have a great night. Please tap on the way out if you're not following
on the
us.
way out.
Oh, that's
Hey.
right. Thank you, baby.
Make sure you're following us. Make sure you're following us. We really appreciate y'all. Y'all
She
becoming
said, a cater. Thank you, woman. Thank you for coming tonight too, baby.
catered. I love that, honey. I got to go down there in
Yes.
the kitchen early in the morning. But I love it
You
though.
wanted
so.
to. I would say we were gonna go out to eat, and you were like, "Nah, I'm going to cook too." So
Yeah, I got to make sure I got some food in the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to come back tomorrow night and get a turkey sandwich. If it ain't there, I can't have that.
and you like cooking, you really do.
I do. I love it.
Thank you, Keisha, baby. I appreciate you
Love
so
y'all,
much.
man.
We love y'all so much, babies. We will see y'all tomorrow at 7:00. If you're not following us, please follow us. Thank you. Good night,
Have a
baby.
good night. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.